for share the program. Invite other people and for make we get the 100,000 K. Finally, it don't be because the time look at our doorstep. If you see we not tight up with belts now, forget that particular number. Well, and the next one will be the next one. It don't done. So now the time don't reach. So please continue for share the program and call other person for invite na this family house. We go make we get this award na YouTube.
And not say you always want for support we by way how you go subscribe to we channel. But you think say how much it go cost if I subscribe to we channel? Well, it not going for cost you anything. Now just wait for let you support we. And other people can really want for support we, but they're not waiting for do for make them able for subscribe. Well, normally when you open we add YouTube channel and begin for watch we live program na so it is shown at the screen with boku comments them as na live chat can dey on. If you want for subscribe, that for you when not be no subscribe yet. Watch na the right hand corner. You will see one X or times sign. Press that X sign there. It'll take you go back now the normal YouTube page. Then you will see down also we put the title of the program. Now you write on. They write one word there where they say subscribe with white round the subscribe word. All what you need for do, just press this white one outside and say subscribe. You will see down na this side subscription added. Now outside the subscription button bin there, it don't give you bell with down arrow. Press this small down arrow and then it will show you this kind of list. One, it will give you all, personalize, none, and unsubscribe. What do you need for do? Now for come and press this one with the word all. Once you press it, see what it say, you will receive all notification. That means say anytime when we come online, you go able to get notification of we programs them. Whether na live program, whether na post we post, whether na anything we do, you dey able to get notification. And that's very much important because it will make you not left behind anytime when we come online. Again, you want for return again, also you dey enjoy the conversation as the program they go on. Watch down at this side, you dey see outside and say add comment. Press that side and then straight off, you don't go back. Continue for enjoy the program. And please call other person. Tell them say let us subscribe to this channel. This now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. So we get a challenge for reach 100,000 by October this year. We love you all and thank you for you don't subscribe.
Do you not forget for share the program, invite other people and for make we get the 100,000 K. Finally, it don't be because the time look at our doorstep. If you see we not tight up with belts now, forget that particular number. Well, and the next one will be the next one. It don't done. So now the time don't reach. So please continue for share the program and call other person for invite na this family house. We go make we get this award na YouTube.
And not say you always want for support we by way how you go subscribe to we channel. But you think say how much it go cost if I subscribe to we channel? Well, it not going for cost you anything. Now just wait for let you support we. And other people can really want for support we, but they're not waiting for do for make them able for subscribe. Well, normally when you open we add YouTube channel and begin for watch we live program na so it is shown at the screen with boku comments them as na live chat can dey on. If you want for subscribe, that for you when not be no subscribe yet. Watch na the right hand corner.
Good morning, and welcome to another edition of the program we call Congress right we have on YouTube and on Facebook. So we discuss issue them with the front page of the different newspapers that they carry for the morning. And after which we can count people them inside where they can help with for we discuss the different issues then we don't hear. And so we're going inside the first paper inside the program this morning for we look at waiting day inside the paper there. The first paper we look at inside the program this morning at the AZ newspaper, we say IMF complete ECF review. Sierra Leone to receive $20.7 million. President Bill Foster Peace National Cohesion launches cross-party committee. APC MP Lord Fiscal Year 2024 budget. And we have the know-how to bring down prices, Sierra Leone Importers Deputy Secretary General. The next one na public review, where the President Weah announces presidential transition team, and you as well get a breach of peace deal. The APC issues warning to government, and then you get inside the program, inside the paper, Tonko Limbaget Learning Center, and zero tolerance on corruption. Orange Sierra Leone engage partners and vendors. Save and Win campaign, EcoBank moves wide. The next one we get inside the program, that Night Post newspaper, we say Bio fails again. Will he apologize this time? And the economic disaster, Bio target toll gate. And you also get calm down, APC, Honorable Kemo CC. The next paper inside the program this morning, the Standard Times newspaper, we say 20.7 million IMF credit facilities, Sierra Leone benefits, and over 800 million Leone's house. Right, hold on. This one not too clear. I'll just watch and through the phone and give you the exact thing way they say. Please just follow me for that. Okay, over 800 million house deal backfires, and then you get accused, remanded. The next one are the Independent Observer, we say MP decries 2024 budget. Sierra Leone commitment to fight against corruption commendable. The Premier News say President launches network of women ministers and MPs. And Tourism Minister launches National Animal Week. IMF to disburse 20.7 million United States dollars to Sierra Leone. US government helps combat food insecurity. Africa 24 say elephant shadow. Schools are extorters. Police turns law breakers. Defy IG's instruction. Salon hype job talks in Arab Gulf nation. Salon hype job talks in Arab Gulf nation. And who really doesn't want peace? IG William Fire Cell. And then now all the people in this we get inside the program this morning. We take a very short break and then we get them inside the program for discussion.
Do you not forget for share the program, invite other people and for make we get 100,000 key. Finally, it don't be because the time look at our doorstep. If you see we not tight up with belts now, forget that particular number. Well, and the next one will be the next one. It don't done. So now the time don't reach. So please continue for share the program and call other person for invite them at this family house. We go make we get this award at YouTube.
And no say you always want for support we by way how you go subscribe to we channel. But you think say how much it go cost if I subscribe to we channel? Well, it not going for cost you anything. Now just wait for let you support we. And other people can really want for support we, but they're not waiting for do for make them able for subscribe. Well, normally when you open we add YouTube channel and begin for watch we live program, na so it is shown at the screen with boku comments them as na live chat can they on. If you want for subscribe, that for you when not be no subscribe yet. Watch na the right hand corner. You will see one X or times sign. Press that X sign there. It will take you go back now the normal YouTube page. Then you will see down outside we put the title of the program. Now you write on. The write one word they wait and say subscribe with white round the subscribe word. All what you need for do. Just press this white one outside and say subscribe. You will see down na this side subscription added. Now outside the subscription button bin there, it don't give you bell with down arrow. Press this small down arrow and then it will show you this kind of list. One, it will give you all, personalized, none, and unsubscribe. What you need for do now for come and press this one with the word all. Once you press it, see what it say, you will receive all notification. That means say anytime when we come online, you go able to get notification of we programs them. Whether na live program, whether na post we post, whether na anything we do, you dey able to get notification. And that's very much important because it will make you not left behind anytime when we come online. Again, you want for return again, also you dey enjoy the conversation as the program they go on. Watch down at this side, you dey see also then say add comment. Press that side and then straight off, you don't go back. Continue for enjoy the program. And please call other person. Tell them say let us subscribe to this channel. This now we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also we get a challenge for reach 100,000 by October this year. We love you all and thank you for you don't subscribe.
Right, and welcome back to the show. This is the correction we are on YouTube and on Facebook. Also we discuss the issue that with the front page of the different newspaper that they carry for the morning. Well, of course, we don't get one of the guests, we don't get inside. This guest, now a new guest, where we get inside the program today. Well, interestingly, we get different guests that we can come and prepare different kind of colors for we. Some colors can sweet, some people can say that jollof rice, and they can even crepe it, some can say cassava leaf, some can say cream, granite soup. It depends on waiting. Well, sometimes the colors can really sweet, sometimes the colors can sour, but we can manage it for it. Sometimes they can rotten. Well, sometimes they, as we can all woman, so when we don't smell the scent, when we ace the pot from the fire, the pot can fall down away and all thinking to where we're not able for it at all. Well, that can be the worst part of our well. Some people will appreciate waking to it and rotting. So today we get another guest. Wait, now the first time this Friday we host them inside the program this morning. Interestingly, as we talk so right now, and see the guests, they struggle with regards to network. But I'll tell you something about this guest. This guest na person where been done work. Now one of the big telecommunication company them inside the country. And same way, so na person where been done work na parliament. But how he work na the place there so well? Na the na parliament yun in the senior editor of debate na the salute parliament and same way so na the well Airtel or Orange. How we call them, the same way in the former revenue and marketing planning manager na Airtel, the same way Airtel became Airtel. But now how you all know that day. So this possibility inside the program today, for we can discuss plenty issues then. Good morning and welcome to the program, Mr. Seal Jengu.
Yes, good morning to you, Mr. Ba. How are you doing, and how are your listeners and viewers?
All right, so this is Mr. Ba in Yombo, and they talk to you so now, and this is not Sende. So welcome. So I want first of all let me talk something because even from the way how you start the introduction, but I don't miss the tradition of the program. The program in him na Kures, and this now one question where we can ask everybody when they come to the show for the very first time. Since the program name Kures, the question for you now: whose time last you eat Kures?
Which is the question again, sir?
This program in name na Kures.
Now miss the question.
Yes, this program in name na Kures. So
Kures, okay.
Whose time na the last time we eat Kures?
Oh, okay, with me. Well, no, to be frank, me now I not eat Kures. You see, if I eat in that eats yesterday, and morning time the taste kid loss. So of course me. Pekine me wef they play food in Kures. Wallah. But me now I don't like it we don't sleep previous day for it the next day. And I know all of me Pekine me wef them wallah they like them. They enjoy them so.
Okay, so even though you don't like Kures and we will still ask you different questions. We will work the protocol for today. So whose sauce will you like? Whose plasters will you like more for it?
Me na man we like me potato leaf. Potato leaf na one of the very, very good sauce where you will ever eat as a Sierra Leonean. Plus cassava leaf. Anybody we say na Solomon in a way, they play with them too super. If they take and say na serious, it's dandy. So if they go to America, Canada, they get chance for me to say that they cook and eat it.
Yes. All right, so we assume say you can give me one of them test payers inside the program. So let's start with one side where you don't work first of all, where now Airtel, where now they call Orange. So tell me, now even when you talk to us, so now we find out say the network not too good at all. We make the picture where you come out with now is shrink, is small because the network not that strong. What's the problem with regards then service provider so in terms of providing better facility for the people then?
Fantastic question now you ask. Now, members say, let's not be very fair with the business thing they own now. Yeah. Members say these are the biggest taxpayers in the country. You would expect, may you go expect, say, at least the mining companies and them for be the biggest taxpayers in this country. Or perhaps if even the mining is not the biggest taxpayer in this country. Come to agriculture, it is not even close. The biggest taxpayers are these companies. If you realize, sir, that if just about 2 weeks ago, they don't increase taxes on them. I mean, the free money, the orange money. So it is like when government is trying to spend money anyhow for, well, cover up the major deficit, then they tax these companies and first to mining companies. Because look at the Finance Act. Guess what they say, well, you know, mining company, you come with tools for mine with resources. You be exempt from GST. But for everything you're doing with these telcos, not necessarily defending them, but looking at the business marketing side, that when it comes to them, every aspect they've been charged the 15%. Every angle they've been taxed.
All right, the program now, I think we'll call for another option for actually.
When that happens, guess what's in the end result? They drop. The money when they become a big problem because mind you, they are buying these things in. Oh, the network don't freeze.
All right, we get challenged with Mr. Django because the network really bad. Maybe we go try for see how we can come inside our WhatsApp for let we get that communication. At least let we able for hear you this. Mr. Django, you hear me?
Yes, they break but for do.
Yes, so I don't know. I think we can use the second option when I for calm down our WhatsApp and let we able for talk at least.
Well, now what you need to notice that the Sierra Leone economy, you know, it affects the private sector. It make them find it very difficult for expand then growth because when you look at the level of taxing where they happen now, you realize telcos are heavily taxed, and at the same time, they are companies then will get for make profits for the investors. And now, when it comes to these local needs in terms of improved network, the moment you are having problems with accessing foreign exchange, the moment Leon not is stable, it make it hard to forget that the money for go buy the equipment and upgrade your system. So guess what's in they happen for them big companies there, especially the Orange and Africell. Now them parents company, now can lend them money where they can get myself for introduce them 5G. Like I guess we have now the 5G network. Now let's them, the Orange company in France would say, well, let's loan Sierra Leone, we smaller company, something like $200 million, $400 million. Same thing to Africell. So without these support from them, I can tell you say network will be extremely bad than a day right now because of lack of investments. So waiting in the solution, my dear brother, is for get a stable exchange rate. We could make your salary, my salary, the company, the revenue become very much predictable. But the moment you have inflation taking its toll on the earning power of the companies, it means taxes are also going to go up on them, and they're not able to service the industry properly.
All right, continue for the retreat. But you get me clearly, Mr. Django. Okay, let me attend. I'm not sure, Mr. Django, they get you, but I'll attend for see if we can get them through the WhatsApp line. Also, we will discuss better. Well, let's just see if we can get Mr. Django on WhatsApp. Let's just hang on and see if we can get them at all. Let come and join me na the WhatsApp line. And so let me work on something quickly. So we producer can actually get them done for can meet me in the WhatsApp. Because it must have been the number. Mr. Django, you get me?
Yes, already necessarily the break, but at least it's
okay. So now
anyway.
The try to call you to
Let's
WhatsApp. While we left the Zoom and kind of WhatsApp, we go better small.
Okay, okay, fine. Give me a call there. Sorry, I'm saying now that.
Yes, I understand.
Give me a call again, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, all right. Fantastic, yeah.
Okay. So you get me clearly, right?
Alright,
okay, good. Okay, so I'll just give some to you now for let people hear you clear. Alright. Okay, good. So I think we can manage the WhatsApp. We will give you better sound than the Zoom because of the internet. Now you don't explain some things them, although we people they get small bit challenging for we to the see. But now the government know about how their facility, especially now, able for even get better communication through Zoom, just a Zoom, not or even heavy communication platform where heavy pass Zoom, able pass people for come down to WhatsApp where is the sound quality, not go that reached to that of Zoom. Government know, information minister former know, a day on CNN the last time, even for communicate with CNN have been challenged. Government know about all of them problem here. The president they face with them challenge here, but yet still then they give more tax holiday to their company, the mining company, the way they take everything go, and then they pile more pressure on the company, the way they invest more in the country. What do you feel say could be the better solution for this problem, if at all we want to settle this problem?
You don't powerfully highlight the exact problem we see, that we impose taxes on the one hand way, they try. And then the one way they exploit our resources, I mean, in raw form, yeah, now in raw form, if not at least value, perhaps, but in raw form, we they give them extra tax leverage for exploit. Because to be very fair, we need for emphasize as the government policy that if you they export we raw minerals then you they get higher tax. Now so we see. But if they add a value to that raw material, at least you do some processing, some manufacturing on them, perhaps you'll get lower tax. But that's not the thing we know they see. Rather, we put too much pressure on the existing mobile networks way they strength. Because look at it here. The last time they increased the tariff was nearly 10 years ago. Would that show that all that cost, the other loss, say we lost for 2011, 2012, 2015. Now then, safely shoulder because I can tell you for free, we had the last time, it was yes around 10, 11 years ago, we didn't do a major tariff change, including the calibration when we move from units to leons. Then that degree make the increase the price. And I can tell you for free, say right now, only governments they approve the MNOs them the right for increased tariffs. And governments they set the ceiling. They said so you put and so in the past this. How you could do so? How you could do the business? Now in a real market economy, it's not the government in business for put a ceiling to how much a private company they run in business. It is up to competition for settled arguments there. But however, we feel assured because this Finance Act 2024 being the try for give back to the companies and the right for promotions and with the tax. Because just in 2018, was it? Yes, around that particular time, government say promotions and all them freebies with the should be taxed. So within we see they stop them promotion and it creates a lot of things. They say, but then people again didn't actually live up to the corporate social responsibility. No, the government in your attempt for the impose too much tax on a sector where they struggle. And now you they determine price, just like our government determine the fuel price. Now the same way, but we say all that distance. Now when they begin to take too much debt from the MF, and then now they go only give you more loan, we then say you implement the reforms that we they want for letting give you more loan. So what you see, we can for pay the debts them. Now me and you and the masses is suffer, and we pay the debts them by any means possible.
Okay, and interestingly, all of them money also where the government or where they add. Like for example, this 15% where they don't add, but all the mobile company the products then, whether you want to do orange money, if you sell money now, whatever kind of transaction, even the call, this 15% they go directly to the government, not for the company then, because the company they only they add them because, like for example, I want to send 100,000 now to me family from Freetown to McKinney or to Bow. That 15% there now GST. And GST means now government couple. In other words, the government now they actually not sorry for the average people then. Now then they put more burden on the average people then rather than the company, because you don't make a very clear say now like 10 years so the company they not change the tariff for pan people then. But the government same way so now they get silly. Now then they determine waiting people then for pay. Now then they determine waiting the tariff of the company then for be. So now they don't add 15% to the company then, and now the people then they suffer that pain directly, right?
Exactly. Now, what I see is that the fiscal policy government they pursue now that we for all costs to the people. That's the fiscal policy, because remember say the fiscal policy now government policy how for raise revenue and distribute the revenue in the country and pay debt and the fiscal policy. For say okay, let we tax rest now when they import by 5%. Let we tax now that tax the gas the the fiscal policy for see now if fence side for raise this revenue and now also will spend them. Now and in fiscal policy this BNTM don't be see when they need money, when they need cash for one pay debts, because remember say the MF tell we say we get a very difficult debt problem. Yeah, they told them very recently. But however, when they try and they do any kind of thing on we get a loan. So when you get a circumstance where you have these your own debts, the public debts, the international debts, government in fiscal policy don't look like say it's all the burden on who? On the masses, on the people, namely light bill, not the masses. Yeah, bill not the masses. Fuel from 20 leons to 30 leons, not the masses. You come to telephone bills, yeah, not the masses. you suffer the consequence. You can't rest, maybe you don't see. Now the mass, you suffer the consequence. So, government in fiscal policy, not same for the recognizing, when you shape salon in gentry among we 7.5 million, me and you, they only get on $300, bruh. They forget say when some other, let's say, in the mess, when they shape their country resources to more than $2,000-3,000. So you may say, as a people in a country, instead of governments using the mining resources and potentials for create wealth by imposing taxes on the exports with minerals and materials them in raw form with heavier tax, being given not only 3 or 4% were tax, my brother. And then you say, well, to close the gap, the revenue shortfall gap, I am going to come to the people in tax waiting, like bill, water rate bill, are they taxed? Fuel, we didn't use that. We didn't use the increase and the spiraling of prices, because you know, see, the energy supply they own any country. And they can impose now tax on the then people here, then they eat. Then there are too many young boys in we sabi for do them with them build holes for you, you know, they go do some decent work for you with cement and sand. When I in the mass employment area, because I can say the unskilled labor force in Sierra Leone are heavily represented in the building business. You say, okay, well done, now good enough. Are they wash tax on cement? You know, so that they're not able to build houses. No, I believe, see, as a poor country where we have a GDP of under $500, that is to say, we shape all we gentry, all we country. We say, okay, you and me and everybody, my wife, your wife, we not reach $500. Yeah, and that is very poor country. If I find a poor country, that's that one is. And
So let me understand this thing, because this thing is some of a kind of technical. For let me understand a better one. When we say the country in GDP now like $500, yeah, what in this mean? It means say the amount of money where we they make, or waiting. Let me understand. Let people understand what in this mean. When they say we country in GDP now this amount.
Now what do they mean? They mean say now you gross domestic products. That is to say all you gentry where you get now almost the money where they make now the budget, the money where you they spend, you know, where you take again the earning pan telecoms, pan mining, pan fisheries, pan all the money they where they get for that, you know, say okay, now let us share that money among the population so that almost each one man go get, one great man, almost he'll get, we will shape all we revenue we would bring in for a financial year or for some years, almost
Okay, so the program now progress right on YouTube and on Facebook. We still get some challenge with the connection, maybe this time around. Now from we on side, let's try again and see. Every time again and see within exactly they go on. I'll just try one more thing. Okay. The line go on quick and now it ain't calling. Maybe because we're not prepared for this now in phone sometimes the expensive data don't make a line don't go off. We don't actually know. But continue for the between inside the program. You still the watch Colores. Now we are on YouTube and Facebook. Let me just wait and see if it come inside back G's now for that we can continue with the discussion. Now myself don't understand something today. The truth of the matter is
And I deliberately ask this question because me not been don't understand this before, and I'm pretty sure plenty of people not be understand this before. Now we at the talk, I go to talk from an informed point of view because this man we na economist we na seal Django don't explain to we what in this mean. Say when they say the country in domestic product GDP, now they like when they get the country in resources, when they ship to all man at this amount of money, now any one salon person they get. Well, you remember say the last time where the president been there on international platform, it tell we say because of the free education, every salon person they make $500 as long as you get picking. Well, maybe now the GDP now be the time for talk about. Now I don't begin forget different understanding of waiting and waiting, then what they have to mean. So thank you very much, Mr. Django, for what you don't make. I don't understand today. 551 where they say GDP, waiting it mean. So you there with me? You get me?
Yes, I do with you. Yes, yeah.
Okay, so I think say because of the network again, let me just use audio instead of the video because the thing don't go audio automatically.
All right. All right, it's not bad. Yeah.
Yes,
okay, let's move.
Yes. Okay, the lines are not even waiting. Okay, let we go. I get it, sir.
Okay, so when Mr. President Bill been say we receive up to $500 per family, and not only GDP talk about.
Yes.
No, talk about the GDP. It make mention of almost savings in FQE don't bring to every family. I mean, say me and you we get and we go school we up to $500. Yeah, now that's industry.
Yes.
But anyway, in reality, I don't know now outside political, but in reality, we not save that kind of amount. We are not able to save that from the FE. Rather, now spend more with it more from our own pockets. So we've been able to save that amount of money because when you look at millionaire, we are born safe. Every day you get sports fees for a kind side, you get development fees and where they pay for, you get all kind of things within the charge. So really and truly, we are not saving anything. Rather, we are spending much more for our children, regardless of the so-called free quality education.
Okay, so now let's move you a bit from this particular talk, and let's still inside budget because this is not your own specialized area. Before we go touch on politics a little bit, but for now let's just talk on their budget or their and then couple business there. So the Independent Observer say MP declines 2024 budget. A lot of salon people don't receive this budget with one kind of feelings, you know, the kind of taxation with the inside there. You don't talk about the rest, don't talk about the cement and other things then. You know, you think say the MP them at the end of the day, they will seek the interest of the people or they will just seek the interest of the government?
Fantastic. That's it. The Observer, the MPs decries. Now, what you would expect when they pass these budgets, I mean, feel say the MPs them, you know, the MPs them, then go stand up for ensure say they examine the critical side of rice importation with the increased tariff. They go examine even the gas. You know, say gas. They say this within climate change, and they encourage we for lobbying for use gas. Therefore, say, but therefore they examine the gas tariff as well. They would also examine the cost of fuel. But guess what you immediately think? Say, in the drive for show political unity that we just come up from a peace and we just agree. Let's agree with them. Let me just say, hey, with them, regardless. So, in the drive or maintain them peace, them post dialogue, happiness, and the agreements, the masses seem to be getting the consequence of that. Because we feel say, even with the peace being announced between the People's Party and the APC, at the expense of the people and they represent in such that on the day the budget, the Finance Act was passed, therefore we need to have a second look at it. We need to look at this thoroughly. And perhaps if they didn't do that, they will not help for other avenues for raise taxes rather than directly raising these taxes on the mass system. But like I say, peace between the parties seems to come at the expense of the masses, and that not well for we. But however, when things take shape back, when the APC perhaps will begin for take on a responsibility for being critical of government, guess what you get for this? In Italian democracy, the bloggers, the vloggers, the PR people, they go begin creates a kind of enmity, like saying a fete, like saying a war. No. Sierra Leoneans should learn to accept that the APC in a position has to do anything legal for embarrass or distract governments. It should be natural there, because if you export to the so-called democracy in other countries, it is not unity between the government and the opposition. It is war short of physical battles. It's war of words. It's war on power in the House of Parliament. People arguing on the issues, voting on the issues, say this is where I stand. So Parliament and see my record. What I voted on the Fiscal Act, I did not vote for the Finance Act. I did. So that is how it should be. So we therefore encourage people that for left, for be antagonistic, for be angry with the see they perform in duty, for criticize, for condemn, for even stifle in a lawful the government. If we will begin for appreciate that as the integral part of democracy, perhaps the APC's Google mind will become more important, for do the critical in any democracy, which is to keep the government on its toes, especially when it comes to taxation. Mind you, now only parliaments get the right for increased tax the people. We think governments can go today now be proposal say, we want for increased revenue, but now only parliaments in this country we get right for proof increase in taxation in this country.
All right. So, honestly, and as you now possibly when you talk about money business, you go same way so get interest to talk about accountability, way to surround money business. Okay, the line still they get this kind of up and down. I really don't know what's happen, but I be one for go and come now another side. This now I think I guess where we go need forget one day na net. Because right now the network no favorable at all. So we not even enjoy waiting it is say, except to the pick them 1-1. So we will manage them for today, this morning. Unfortunately for the very first time, now this way the network can't treat we. But we will try to get them one day in a net for let we sit down and talk. And we will bring them alongside another sensible somebody where we can sit down and let we all talk about the things they are. So we will plan down day one day inside next month. Let me see how best we can forget 3 heads. 3 heads them for they can sit down and talk. 3 big heads them. I actually don't vision 2 person. Maybe we need 1 more person. For we can. But it depends on this question where they can ask them. Now it will determine whether we for bring them with the person we they talk about or we for mix them, because the say we forget to debate along this line. We a political debate, economic political debate. For we see basically waiting to go on with regards, all of the things there. So we the talk so right now. And then anyway, now seeing Django, we now they want them, debate, debate and senior editor, debate na the parliament, and then in same way so na below na Airtel. You get me, sir?
Yes, please. Yeah, let's go on. Yeah.
Okay, sorry about that. So I just try for make a proposal. Say this morning the network no really make we enjoy, especially the things that we talk. We not get the lecture room where we actually need. So maybe in a net one net will get for a better lecture room where we will come and take better lecture. Because from waiting at the say, anytime we talk at the learn and at the enjoy certain things, then where it will equip me, it will empower me for another set of program them, even if now with other person. But I ask you this question, maybe this will determine whether that will be the best fit for let we come and discuss. Now the government focus on waiting and call and fifth salon projects, and we all know say the Tomabon project can be one project where the government don't prioritize as well. So waiting exactly with the think now about this fifth salon, the Tomabon and the kind of money where they don't put into that day, because as at now what they talk so the government don't put about $4.5 million into the Tomabon project. So tell me what you think.
Fantastic question there. Now it's like it like for every time when governments come like this Sierra Leone, they carry some kind of fictitious rice security program or food security program. Remember, no, go back to the NS by in your time, the PC in time. They said get their own food security, that we would be food self-sufficient in 5 years. Then came 10 years later, then came 15 years later. It's still the same, some kind of phony kind of agenda on food security. So look at the one in 2018, 2019, 2020. We saw a hefty first tranche from the international community. We approve the then food security agenda with a $35 or so million tranche for that Tumabum rice project. And here we are, they buy machines, many machines, different types. They invest them, then take and say they ring fence and bar, then say, okay, now you now go, they go walking at the north, you want to walk at the south. What did come up of that? Rather, we saw in this country certain people that get no business in agriculture, no business there, actually having these resources and investing them on something else. So, because rest, like you know, not in a 1 year crop, now 6 months. And when you have the infrastructure in place, from the farm to the store, to the machines, to the bagging, when you have that in place, within 9 months, me and you, they get the bag rice for its house. So from growing the rice to having it 9-10 months, it reach me and you. But however, politics in this country don't become the avenue for get rich. Yeah. And when you have a people, especially the young people, taking politics as the means to accumulate wealth, that country is doomed, regardless of the food security policy within the BRICS. Because when they come on board, these $4 million with the donkey, it go to the pockets. It go to the pockets. But the point is this is of course expected, that when you government spend money, there are people and we always ready for eat the money and achieve nothing. Yes, we know. Waiting at the consequence. Where are the institutions that wait for regulate the food security agenda? For say it succeed. Where are they? Where are the system in place? Both case. So we live in a country now, yeah, where every food security agenda is a means for let them party stalwarts. Not necessarily only the one within our government or within as ministers, deputy ministers, commissioners, not so no more. Them party when you can see, where you can know, but where if you say they know they survive, then they benefit from them projects and yeah, the constituency lady. You know, so the party people then say now turn for it. The end result is death. sir, it's debt, because every year when you take debt, if you say a 5-year debt, it no mean say 5-year can they pay the debt, sir. If they lend you, they don't lend you $20.7 million so yesterday for we budget. It no mean say in the next 3 years for pay. No. It means say 3 months from now we will begin for pay that debt day. Then call them commitment. We they show say we are committed. We begin pay them. And that make it always a can fair in our country for country we for raise taxes. All the time when you even this money say we then give you so for help on food security, on budget financing. Then no we say when I raise taxes on things for we. And you see after they raise the tax them, then they don't approve this money we you see so yesterday. So food security now for party members, yeah. But until we have a radical approach, a seasoned leader, a one way is say, I don't care for my own personal wealth. I don't even need a personal wealth. I care for the masses. If we get that kind of leader, I can assure you, within 1 year, maximum, brother, we are going to be able to feed ourselves and export rice in this country.
So that beg you again. You just talk about leader way committed, leader way not care about riches, leader way just care about the people and how the country for develop. Now we see say the Auditor General, or the audit service supposed for the look at some of the issues there, so and they bring and come out for the attention of the president and the government for correct some of the side them who side they mismanage the country in couple, because sometimes they not necessarily mean a tifu. It can be say now the way how they don't account for the thing, but they really use them. So now we see who side the Auditor General they suspended point out a lot of things them inside a last audit report before they suspend them. Now this tribunal still they go on, and a lot of things them they come on. Then they even count people them according to what we understand. We not even get for can testify, but they not even get experience in public financing or public auditing. But they all don't be part of this just for them get this particular Auditor General and the deputy out of the way. So this particular case of the Auditor General, in as much as it in a court, in brief, what do you think about them before we take the last issue?
Well, in law, you get what they call sub judice. Till they front the court, because as they do so now, it's kind of a tribunal. We get all the legal powers of the High Court. So you for refrain for comments. Yeah,
but at the same time, a public hearing indifferent because we not go and draw conclusion, but just a summary of what they happen.
Yes. But however, food security, like you don't so powerfully link up, goes with accountability. Service Commission, a robust service like that, we go give we a gist of outside the money they go. That lady Laura be doing a fantastic job, sir. If you do a powerful job, because if they able for tell we waiting they happen, it tell you for say this thing there's a way them put money pan, not to all thing and spend. So this man, that man for account for him. But since we see where he left office in the kind of manner up to this day, we will not ever get any audited report with the public. So yes, indeed, we expect as the tribunal of the country, because it is that means an independent service commission like that who were able to help we for no outside we money they go. But when you begin for stifle them, you begin for offend that because you want to actually spend beyond your means. And let me tell you this. Let me tell you this. The IMF yesterday, if you look at the speech of the deputy managing director, it said that government in discretionary spending don't go far above. You know that discretionary spending? Now, in economic terms, discretionary spending and spending we're not too relevant. We're not relevant. You can do without them. The IMF say we don't get an increase in discretionary spending where they bring a strain on the budgets. These are in terms of entertainment, traveling, giving per diem, those small things for keep people happy in government. That money, they don't become extremely heavy. So we need an audit service commission itself. We're independent, we're robust. We're able for let we know how food security, how we even accumulate such high expenditure, so that the IMF, they notice, say, we discretionary spending don't become too high. But then, without that kind of audit commission, now a sign, say, the economy is far from recovery. In that, people and we go to campaign from this $4 million, where they don't just heap, but this brand new food security drive. They go Olam as party members them, then spend on their own purposes. Now both case, believe you me, mark me word. Now both case. Next year we will steal the import race.
Okay, you don't talk about this IMF, the Deputy Director General or so. Please correct me if I'm wrong. And where they talk about how with discretional spending don't go up. This one is just too clear under the wall right now with the kind of appointment, even double appointment. As recent as yesterday, we see Alpha Timbo with 2 appointments, presidential advisor on employment, and at the same time, chairman on the Wages and Service Commission. So plenty, all sorts of appointments. All of this now more burden on the government. We made the government now they decide for come back to we the people them, for can add more way for get money from we the people them. If this kind of way they continue with this, and even the IMF don't notice this, when we say other financing companies or entities them, all not aware of the kind way how the government they spend, and then they open more holes where drainage, more drainages them. Who say we will end up for go in the next 1 to 2 years?
Fantastic question. Who say we will end up for go by all these appointments? Now let me tell you this. Yeah, in any sober country, with sober, the fiscal man and the monetary man, they all two they hang it together. The fiscal man where they spend for base salary, where they spend, say, Papa, yes, you can appoint more people, them, not mind, they will pay them, not mind, will pay them. For sit down with the man with all the money, the bank governor, which means the Minister of Finance and the bank governor, therefore always they in synergy, two, line to line. Because the finance minister, they say, Papa, yes, sir, you can appoint, sir, no problem, sir. Does he consult with the man with all the money? Does he look at the finances of the country? Does he recognize, say, there is so much inflation in the country, and that is because there is so much of heavy payment of these top class people? Mind you, inflation is not caused by the poor people, my dear. No. Inflation is caused by having a bloated public expenditure budget.
So in other words, inflation, the inflation, now the government they cause the inflation.
Government, as far as me see, they help for enable inflation. When you create the office of this newest man or so, you have be a respectable pizza. You have to get a respectable office. You ever give him a better car. You ever allow the man for fly. That is the money you pull from where? The central bank. That is the money where you demand from who? The masses for sustain the lifestyle. Now, fiscal policy for always consult with the monetary policy, because like how you don't understand the fiscal policy, like the Minister of Finance, where they raise the money for the country, where they say now the tax. If I talk with the bank governor for say almost one day, how is it possible for that they get much more cabinet appointments, much more commissioners, much more? How is it possible? But how would you see the appointment? Them, yes, they could be critical, they could be important for the state. But in an economy which is last in the world and has been last for decades, you get for sure some conscience, bruh, small conscience. Symbolically, yes, symbolically, say, okay, we put a freeze to some of these. Yes, they are essential. Well, we will empower the existing ministries, departments, and agencies for shoulder some of these responsibilities, and we give them small more pay increments, because we see the people in suffering. Because the budget is style now we see, it don't move from enabling the importing class. Mind you, 2020, they gave them what is now worth nearly 1 trillion leones to these importers for them able to get access to cheap loans for the imports. Mind you, we're not seeing that in the now. They don't begin pull last time and say now let's begin for tax these importers, and then now we wax more tax than now and the people. I expect, say, even in Nigeria, just last month, government give every household something like $1,000. So the government fits for say yes, we are now going to ensure we manage the economy such that the unemployed, the chronic unemployed will get for every year a one-time for cash we government give them for say yes, we are mindful of suffering, but we are not here. The wealth of this country is there. We are wealthy, and each time you see such appointments, no say we are a wealthy people as far as those at the top are concerned. Because if they are those involving those at the bottom for engage in governance and feel they will know that no, this is not the time for create more appointments. This is the time for reduce the public expenditure on this discretionary spending, on this recurrent expenditure, and put emphasis on development expenditure, putting more on building roads, putting more on ensuring that cement price is down or we increase our own local production, ensuring that this rest way we talk about it actually become a reality from the farm to me and you, now us. But I can tell you for free, next year we'll be here talking about food security. We'll be here talking about wage bill, the increase. We'll be here talking about fuel price, because right now it's 30. I'm kind of sure you say by next year, of course, we know that is a problem for the economy, because the fiscal man, the minister of finance man, not seem to give a damn about the bank governor with TDPAN.
All right. Lastly, let's talk about politics. We don't see dialogue don't come. We don't see it done. Now they don't set up a review committee. We look at all elections there. But just before that, we see the main opposition party send out a press release where they say breach of peace deal. So they issue a warning to the government. You follow this issue at all?
Well, now comfortable peace with this for say I not say in the next few weeks you will be ready real hala. Yeah, because the people in waiting power, the two sides, both the APC and the SDP, they all to get hanky panky. No, they know for be fair to each other. That's the problem in this country. And when you get that circumstance, guess what's in the peace? Guess what's in the bring the peace? Not that we bring and come together in dialogue. No. It is when both parties have confidence in the possibility to complain to. For say this why yes, so it talk wicked is fairly. It look face. It is when the judiciary mans up to its task for say we don't care. What is wrong is wrong. Because in any democracy you always get forget that hanky in the governing parties and opposition. Always. But it always need a strong judiciary. Not even a strong police force. No. It needs a strong judiciary. We don't care. The law is the law. And when that happens, everybody within squabbles go get confidence. See, when we go once this man, this Mr. Justice, the man with the aura, we in yai tie with the blindfold, because they see who get the case. He only the way who get the weight. When we get that. So for me, expect a lot of all this, and I can tell you for free, this so-called electoral body for review, whatever. If they recommend, and it just be a recommendation, failed. But if their recommendation is taken to Parliament and passed into law as a law, all right. So we expect, whilst they are talking about this review, we should demand as citizens that the review go beyond just recommendations left on the desk of governments, but should actually get life and breath by going through parliament and being passed into law for them to become an act of parliament. Because, I mean, we don't see. See, in Sierra Leone nowadays also, when we talk about the elections, we know that ever members say it will be that way we doubt who can say massively. We always they provoke, say, you not left me, you know, one time you go for Gambia, and one time guys them. We all so even with all the hanky panky in governance, the killings, the theft, you go and say, it's no more election come. Now wait 3. But this election here we happen so this past June, it caused a major upset to the confidence they see the election time at the time we decide the people. You know, it caused a major upset such that Liberia, where we the lead in this so-called democracy thing, don't pull the lead from we. You don't say it's shining light. You see. So the judiciary now him for Tawa say yes, now you appoint me as the Chief Justice, now you appoint me as judge, but we can't punish this country in work. The national pledge, I pledge my love and loyalty to my country, Sierra Leone. I vow to serve her faithfully at all times. I promise to defend our honor and good name. Always work for our unity, peace, freedom, and prosperity. Unless they have that in the mind, unless that is in the mind of the judiciary themselves, all is still lost for this country.
So this one now, what thing happen now in the country? Instead of the national pledge, now pledge to the individual, like a pledge for work in the interest of the president, for support the government, not the country at all. So how we will go before?
Exactly. Now, what's in the happen? Imagine as it also presidents call Sir Django say we appoint you for be so and so. It is going to be an overwhelming gratitude, such that when I get into the office, my loyalty is not to the constitution of the office, because every MD gets the constitution that they have their mission. It is not that. It is going to be complete loyalty to the papi. When he talks nonsense, I should applaud, because it is him who pull me back poverty. Now, the office will therefore land say the office. Yes, you're thankful for being there. But the office is a personality of its own with a shape in your part of the policy agenda of the country. It means that you therefore live to you aim the mission. It means that you even challenge your president for say, Mr. President, lawfully, morally, rightfully. This is not right. But, you know, we are all damned to poor, sir. We are all damned to poor. The source of the problem, let me tell you this, is because we've been so poor that, I mean, all of us have been so poor that the only avenue where Mrs. will make fast cash and become fast track rich is to declare myself as a member of a party. Then I begin to make noise, begin to, support foolishly. No, sir, condemn foolishly, no, sir, no, hope say when mutant come, I'll live my life. Unless we begin to put the national pledge, read them, imbibe them, put in our mindsets, I can tell you for free, say, Sierra Leone and the judiciary, we're in for a long sweating.
Thank you very much, Cyril Django, for joining inside the program this morning. We're not done with you at all. We will get for the car with you, especially in the net, and we get for see our best we talk about national issues, especially this Fit Salon project, when we get serious interest over, and thing we get for those accountability and the finance. So we look forward for get other discussion with you based on the arrangement where the producer will get for mix. So thank you very much for you take your time for joining me, even with the kind of challenge where you face with the network, but you still make it possible for give your input into the program. We appreciate you so much, and we wish you a very good day, sir.
Thank you very much.
Alright, in name na Sigil Django, we join me inside the program this morning. Sigil Django na been senior editor for debates na the House of Parliament. Same way so, na be person we work na Airtel fairly well, and not just work na Airtel, but he work there like one big man na that Airtel there. Let's just look for him position and tell you exactly how he work na that particular place there. He work na Airtel, they tell them they call him Orange Airtel. He work there as a revenue and marketing planning manager for that company there. And you know, and in a senior economist, yes, we join me inside the program this morning. Political economist, the word I never to use. And so one for tell them thank you very much to you. We don't watch the program, we don't like, we don't share, we don't comment, we don't subscribe. We appreciate you so much. But wait to the one way na him prepare the correct for we this morning. In name na Elias Abba. Until then, where we will get for meet again on net. My name na Sembe Pierre, the freedom fighter. Do ya not forget for like and share. Do ya not forget for subscribe if you not don't do so yet. We'll see you again on net.
Do ya not forget for share the program, invite other people and for make we get 100,000 K. Finally, it don't be because the time look at our doorstep. If you see we not tight up with belts now, forget that particular number. Well, and the next one will be the next one. It don't done. So now the time don't reach. So please continue for share the program and call other person for invite them at this family house. We go make we get this award at YouTube.
And no say you always want for support we by way how you go subscribe to we channel. But you think say how much it go cost if I subscribe to we channel? Well, it not going for cost you anything. Now just wait for let you support we. And other people them can really want for support we, but they're not waiting for do for make them able for subscribe. Well, normally when you open we add YouTube channel and begin for watch we live program, na so it is shown at the screen with boku comments them as na live